bad, right?
Yeah, so don't be scared, Dina. She's live looking for ghosts in old Sacramento.
Why do you look like that?
I am scared. I am scared. Also, Tracy Humphrey, it's cold. Hey, it's windy, it's cold, and I feel like the wind is bringing more things to me this morning, which makes me scarier. So this morning we were talking about Sacramento ghost tours, and it is a really wonderful opportunity if you have friends or family coming to visit. If you want to take them down and really go through the old history in old Sacramento, this man right here, Rusty Sterling, he's got stories, and we're not talking just any stories, ghost stories. So I know this as the Sacramento History Museum. We've done segments there, but you know it as so much more.
Oh yeah. Well, first of all, this is the home of the tragic trunk of May Hollister Woolsey. Now, May is the closest thing we have to a celebrity ghost in Sacramento. The city even promotes her. She's buried in the old cemetery, and she seems to shift from there over to here. But the better story here is George Nicholas Simmons, the last man hanged at what was then called the Waterworks. This was the first city hall. And it also had the waterworks. They pumped water to all the houses and businesses. George was a highwayman. When they captured him, the bridle of his horse was still wet with the blood of his victim.
Oh no.
They tried him here because this was City Hall, this was the court, this was the police department, this was the jail, this was everything. December 4, 1863, just before noon, they had built a scaffolding in front of the City Hall. They marched George up the steps, stood him over a platform.
I don't know if I like where this is going, Rusty.
They asked him to say a few words, and he talked about how horrified he was at how he was going to die, that he didn't think he deserved that. Despite the men he'd murdered. Yeah. He was from Grass Valley, by the way, and he was really upset that his relatives' reputations were going to be tarnished.
Because we love Grass Valley. You gotta love Grass. It's a beautiful place. Yeah. It really is. So this George guy, I'm sorry, Grass Valley, if he paints a bad picture for you all. Okay, keep going.
But George talked about the injustice and that he felt he deserved more appeals, but he didn't get them.
Okay.
He stood over the platform. The hangman put a hood over his head, then slipped the noose around his neck and tightened it. Stepped aside, pulled the lever for the trap door, and George plummeted. His body bounced. Now, when you were hanged,
I don't know if we need to get, this is a family show. This is a family show. But George now haunts what was the old City Hall, is what you're saying.
I do believe he haunts this. I've had my own experiences here. While I was telling the story of George to my own guests, they were taking photographs of me and video, and on the ground behind me was an orb. Now these orbs are usually about egg size.
Okay.
And this one was a green orb.
Okay.
And I've seen the photograph. I've seen the video.
Okay.
And before long, those orbs were dancing up and down my body, and I think that was George doing his St. Vitus dance.
There you have it. There you have it. So that's one story. That is one story. Rusty has many. So you can get online, you can book a tour. They do groups of up to 35 people. And if you are interested, you can sign up now. We'll have all the information on our website, gooddaysacramento.com.
Good day, Sacramento.
Okay, if you're not creeped out, what is wrong with you if you're not creeped out, first of all? But thanks, Rusty. It was really nice to meet you. Okay, I'm just going to he has a lot of connections to the people that he talks about. I don't really want to stay.
You seem to be trying to leave him.
We're wrapped up. We're wrapped up. We're wrapped. You're that. Okay, I'm this way. I don't know. My car's this way. Okay. See you later. Bye, Rusty. It was a pleasure.
This morning.
See ya.